Alright everyone, my name is Brody. On my channel rather than the official AMS Oz channel. We are here, hopefully this is broadcasting properly for, I will check which round this is, but this is TCR Australia. We are at Winton Raceway and we've just caught the start of race one, but we've been having pixie issues. So that's why we've lost the normal stream host in Lewis Wedding and his commentary effort. We've got a yellow flag currently at the turn 3. And it looks like that was for Cracker, who was thrown off wide. Replay of where Cracker was. So this is coming down into turn 3. Actually, a bit of contact around him. Look at Luke Joyner was spun there in his Astra. So Cracker's actually covering off the track side. If we go back to live pictures now, we will go through the order as it stands at the moment. Brendan Ross has come through the lead. He did not start off with pole. Poleman actually sits in third at the moment, but second is Netherwhelming. Great start from Netherwhelming up to second position in his Outlawed Racing Team Ford Focus. Third is Brenton Foley, the second FCR Motorsport Team Strauss Volvo, the 074. Fourth is Dwayne Davies for D2 Racing, the second Falcon Racing Focus in the order. Fifth is Mike Puskin for Flat Spot Racing, running the Alpha, who's currently getting passed at the inside by Matt Williams in the ex-Ricky Slick FCR Motorsport Volvo. Seventh is Luke Joyner, who mentioned earlier in his MHRP Holden Astra. Eighth is Brownie, teammate to Cracker in the Cracker Racing Team Sayat. Ninth is Brian Walsh for Playboy Racing. 10th is Cracker, the second of the Cracker Racing Team Sayat. 11th and currently getting passed now. 12th is Glenn Miles, Playboy Racing. 13th is Gary Neville, and we've missed him. Sorry, there we go. 11th, is Chomo for the NPC Castrol Racing car. He started up the front, so he must have been caught up in some of that kerfuffle. 13th is Gary Neville, and 14th is Steve Bolger. So quickly check to see that this stream is working properly. Alright, that seems to be working like it should be. So we might be joined by Lewis at some point. I will just ping him to let him know that the stream is working. We've got none of the fancy graphics, and this is on my channel. So, but give me a second. Let me ping Lewis. Alrighty, so trying to keep an eye on what action's happening where. I think the best option is going to pull up the live timing, which is on display for all of the AMS Oz races. You go to amsoz.liveraces.com and you can access the same live timing that I'm about to bring up to hopefully work for us to use, which we use in addition to checking out the on-track action. Speaking of which, just for a bit there, Matt Williams, as we said in the scruff, in the ex-Ricky Slick car, running wide there through turn 2 in the tyre barrier as well. A couple of cars locking up. A bit of description about these cars, you haven't seen them before. These are based on the Marquez cars available in Automobilista, but they've been tweaked with a bit more power and the like, and also very detachable bumpers, as you'll see if we swing through the field to look at where some of the action is. This is our attempt at modelling the TCR OZ Australia. Actually, we've got a car off in the background there. That is the second Cracker Team Racing car of Brownie. Let's just try and see if we can catch what happened to him. He was running up ahead of his teammate Cracker, up through the Gumtree section, I believe we're on now. The tree. No, sorry, this is turn 5 here. Oh, we got a big wiggle to turn 5, and the rear's just gone on him. This is a nature thing, I suppose, of a front-wheel drive car. The rears in these things don't get a lot of heat in them at all, so it takes a lot of work to get them up to temp. We're just going to pull up the string so that I can tell where people are on track and try and cover this to the best of my ability with just one set of eyes and one camera position. Closest battle we've got on track at the moment as we're back to Matt Williams having another little wobble. Close battle on track at the moment seems to be between the top 4 at the moment. Brenton Foley hasn't actually driven away from good yet, but he was fastest in qualifying by over a second, so if he's not hasn't driven away yet, he will be driving away soon. but Brendan Ross currently in the lead with a gap of about 1.7 seconds. So it's an FCR Motorsport Team Strauss 1-2. Third is Netheralmian in the first of the two Falcons, not Falcons, the first of the two focuses of this top four. He's currently being pressured by Dwayne Davies, who looks like he does look like he's trying to make a pass here. So looking at the last lap, Nether put down a 1:30.6 compared to Dwayne's 1:29.9. So Dwayne's definitely got the pace on Nether. Nether's going to try and do his best to hold on a podium spot because, well, you're a racer, you want to get those podiums. Obviously, we still have just under 3 minutes left of this race, so chance of holding him off the entire race is unlikely. But he will be doing his best to maintain position. Saw Dwayne there going a little wide through, I believe it was turn 11. I'm going to bring up my track map. Sorry, turn 10. I'm just going to try and get Willis back in here if we can. Alternatively, we are flying solo. It does seem we're flying solo. Alrighty. So, Brendan Foley just there, best lap of 1:29.265. That is a whole second better than Brendan Ross up in front of him. So that's going to be, if we just do that actually, there we go. That's going to mean that, though he isn't yet, Foley is very sideways. I was going to say though he has definitely the pace to get to the lead of this race. Also, big lock up there from Brendan Ross will not be helping Ross's chance of keeping the lead over his FCR Motorsport Team Strauss teammate. Dwayne Davies there, just quickly trying to go around the outside of Netheralmian. He's, as we mentioned about the last lap or so, he's got the pace to pass. He just needs to find a spot to do it. We're just going to look to feel what else is going down. Tomo's coming back up through the field, actually. We swing back down through the field. He's currently up in 8th. He did start in, I believe it was 2nd place, but obviously fell down the order. Actually, sorry, he started in 10th. So he had a bad qualifying run, and he was caught up in some early commotion at the start of the race. So he started a recovery drive. He was 2nd in practice with a 1:30.169, which drivers have since gone under. But yeah, he's got the pace to bring that the MPC Castrol Racing Team Audi back up through the field. If we look back, we've got Darren Neville, the third of the blue sort of cyan FCR Motorsport Volvos. He's missing front bumper, which is, as I said earlier, this mod does feature very easily detachable front bumpers and rear bumpers. It's just the nature of the way the cars have been modelled. So it does no actual damage to the car in terms of aero or handling. So while we do see cars sitting here looking like this, it doesn't actually affect their handling in any way. So that car will still be driving as if it would have, as it came out of the garage. Obviously, though it doesn't look like it. And so it's a good look as well as all the componentry that goes on the front of these cars. But Gary Neville currently sitting in 12th, a bit of contact there. We've got Glenn Miles from over the back of the field. Brownie as well, recovering from his earlier spin. We've got Walshy now, Brian Walsh, in the quickest, or the leading of the two Playboy Racing Ford Focuses. He is having a strong turn of pace this season. He's historically been one of the backmarkers in AMS Oz Racing, but the Playboy Racing team cars of both Glenn Miles and Brian Walsh have got a technical partnership with the Outward Racing team with Netheralmian for this season, and it's shown a great improvement in pace for both of the cars. And in this case, Walshy, with track knowledge of Walton Boot, means he is sitting 2 seconds clear of Steve Bolger, who normally sits at the front in GT3, and not far off the back of Cracker. If we go a little further up the field, we've actually had a big change in the position. We thought we have missed it, but Brendan Ross, obviously a mistake there. He's gone from 1st to 4th. Foley as well, so possibly a mistake. Well, Foley was attempting to pass Nether, he was attempting to pass Ross, bit of contact. Has shuffled the entire order up, so Foley's just moved past Dwayne Davies up to second. Netherrealmian currently leading the race. He's a good benefactor out of all of the shenanigans that happened around him. Brendan Foley second, Dwayne Davies now third, and Brendan Ross back to fourth. Although, despite what's happened, they have still maintained a 2-second gap and growing on fifth place man Matt Williams. That said, Brendan Ross has gone wide there, so that gap is starting to lose pace with those in front of him, and he is starting to fall into the clutches of Matt Williams. Going too wide now, which is Brendan Foley trying to get a pass on Nether. He's going to try and go on the outside, and Dwayne Davies is there trying to buy into this as well. Nearly trying to make that 3 wide, but obviously thought better of it. Although 2 wide for the 1 and 2 is still hectic. They're still 2 wide here. Great respect between these two guys. Yeah, brilliant racing at the moment for these two to be running 2 wide. A little bit of contact there, I think, as the racing line narrowed up. And all it's doing is giving Brendan Ross and Dwayne Davies a chance to buy into this as well. Smart move by Brenton Foley there, backing out so then you can get the undercut on Nether. But it then puts Nether inside for the next corner. And coming to the gum tree, Nether's still in the lead by less than half a second. Brendan Foley again around the outside, really trying to make this pass, really trying to make a pass on Nether, but because of the position around him, if he puts himself too far out wide, actually no, he just made the pass there. So it looks like Nether ran out wide a little bit there, and he's now stuck with Dwayne Davies bearing down on him. It looks like Dwayne might make the pass here as well. Yes, I believe he has, although Nether did also get hung up on that curb. So he is potentially going to lose another spot here, and it seems Matt Williams has bought into this battle as well. He has actually caught the back of these guys with that battle, and we saw earlier in this lap. So it is now a 5-car battle for the race with the makeup of 3 FCR Volvos, 2 from the FCR King Sprout division, and the Antler Racing and D2 Racing Ford Focuses. Everyone getting a little bit out of shape there across the M92 curves. They are quite steep curves here at Winton, and these cars are best driven slightly outside the grip envelope, so you hit a curve in the wrong angle and you're going to get them very sideways, which for those who have seen Brendan Foley in action will know that that's the way he likes to do things. Seeing some movement back in the field. While it's not full position made up, Cracker's just put in a best time in class. In class in this category refers to each of the vehicle types, but they are actually all identically produced. The live timing at amos.liveRaces.com simply treats different manufacturers, different vehicle classes. There are 2 Seats, both run by the Cracker Racing team, and Cracker's just set a PB for those cars with 130.796. Steve Bolger, that was a big block up there. Hard to tell whether he's got any damage. As I said, with these car models, damage isn't always as visually shown as you would think. But his car looks to be fine. This is a lock up there, possibly off of the curb through turn 6. Doing make up to the field actually, because noticed that Matt Williams has got past Nether, and he's actually pressuring Brendan Ross. They're currently, they look like they're having to go 3 wide here into turn 1. Brendan Ross has got the run ahead of Matt Williams and Netherrealmian. And actually, Mike Coulston is in the back of this pack as well. So what was initially a 4-car battle pack really became a 5-car battle pack. And then there's fraction. So we've got Dwayne Davies and Brenton Foley, battling for the lead here, with a 4-car train just behind of Brendan Ross, Matt Williams, Netherrealmian, and Mike Coulston, who you can all see in the frame there. From them, the next car back is Luke Joyner in 7th. Matt Williams, big dive there on his teammate. Actually, all the cars getting connected there. We're going to see if we can have a bit of a replay of that just to see what sort of a dive he was trying to pull there. We'll jump on board to see what he was doing there. So he's gone down the inside of his teammate, who actually got quite out of shape. Tagged his teammate, braked, and then tagged Nether in the process. And Mike Coulston also got the back of Nether, which pushed him off field and has broken that action that battle pack up quite a bit. Back on board to live pictures now, and we can see him trying to make a pass again on Brendan Rossi. He's actually made the pass work. Actually, Brendan Ross had it on the inside of the fence, and it's pushing out the outside, out over the curb on the second last corner. And well, there goes Brendan Ross's bumper. To give you an idea of just how close he's getting to the back of the TCR Motorsport camo-coloured X-Lift Slip Volvo. Back to the lead now, and it seems the racing has got pretty hard between these two as well, especially in the gap currently out and broken out. Dwayne Davies is starting to pull away now from Brendan Foley. One of the characteristics of Foley's driving style is he does chew through a lot of tyres. He does like his sideways cars, but of course that does mean increased tyre wear, and towards the end of a stint it does hurt him. Cars changing through the order now. I believe that is another Elmian who is making his way back up through the field. Actually, Mike Coulson as well, up into fourth now. He was probably the least affected in the instance percentage of half a lap ago. So he has some good pace as well. He started in fourth, but was caught up in the opening lap happenings, and that's what put him back to a net position of zero. The hard driving recovered from that. Smoke up front from Matt Williams. He's currently out there by himself though, and we've got a battle going on. The battle is continuing, up the front. Brendan Foley trying to run away past Wayne Davies, but Wayne's managing to make that Ford Focus the widest Ford Focus in history. Foley does like going to passes the places where passes should be made, and kind of pulling them off. And he's actually, he looked like he was going to try. Oh, he's actually made contact there with the back of Wayne. Looked like he wasn't going for a move, and then pulled back in, and then got late on the brakes. So there's the front bumper gone from that TCR Motorsport Volvo, the number 074. Rear bumper still on the Wayne Davies car. Both bumpers still on actually, which has been the battle we've been involved in. Is pretty skilled driving to not need to be involved in any bumper drafting. We'll actually go back to the trackside cameras now. Gives us a better view of the action. So as we pass, well, we have already passed the halfway portion of this race, but this race is just heating up. We're not actually far off the 7 minute to go mark. Sorry. We've got Dwayne Davies in the lead from Brendan Foley with a hard battle between these two, looking like he's going to make a pass at any moment now. Third is Matt Williams in the FCR Motorsport number 6 Volvo. Fourth is Mike Coulson, great recovery drive from the start to get back where he qualified in fourth in the flat spot race number 66 Romeo. Fifth, just behind him, is Nether Elmian in the Atwood Racing Team Ford Focus. Sixth is Brendan Ross in the second of the blue FCR Motorsports Team Strauss Volvos, number 444. Seventh is Luke. Joined a bit of a lonely race for Luke, unfortunately, after the first lap. He's been plodding along in seventh, and starting to catch at the back of him right now is Termo in eighth in the MPC Castrol Racing number 15 Audi. Ninth is Cracker, the lead of the two Cracker Racing Team cars, the two Cracker Racing Team Seats in ninth position. He's actually down 4 spots from where he qualified, so he was caught up in the early lap happenings, and then unfortunately has run into some little errors along the way since then, but good drive still be in the top 10. Steve Bulge up a couple of spots, currently sitting in 10th in the second Alfa Romeo for Gravel Rash Racing, the number 87. 11th is Gary Neville in the third and the last of the blue FCR Motorsports Volvos. Currently closely battled, closely followed, and I imagine this is a bit of a battle that's developing, by Brian Walsh in the first of the two Playboy Racing Ford Focus number 27. 13th is Brownie for Packer Racing Team. He's up 1 spot from where he started. And has been seeing some good pace, albeit by himself. He's currently 22 seconds abreast of either driver nearby him. Currently sandwiched by Playboy Racing, with the last driver being the second Playboy Racing Ford Focus of Glenn Miles. Looks like we're back to the lead now, and it looks like Brendan Foley has managed to make that pass on Dwayne Davies, and it was within recent history as well. Looks like he's got down the inside of the last part of the Gumtree section, and I'd say he's driven away. Actually, he hasn't driven away yet, so it looks like it was a bit of late braking. It was a combination of a good exit and some late braking, and pretty clean line to that corner. Got him ahead of Dwayne Davies, and he had the pace. He had pace far above what everyone else was pulling. He has currently got the best lap in this race at 1:29.265. So he's got the opportunity now to drive away as long as his tyres are still with him. Matt Williams now raging up into third. He has been sitting third for a while, but he's actually coming close to Matt Williams. Coming up close to Dwayne Davies. He's had a pretty good race so far. He qualified in 8th position, so to be up to third is a good drive. Speaking of good drives, although I don't think it's been as good as he wanted. Nether in 4th, he has been down a spot, and he's actually there's a train developing behind him now. So he's losing touch with the guys in front of him, losing touch with the podium, and he's currently under a bit of heat, I would say, from a pack starting with Mike Wilson. These two were ahead of each other in qualifying, and there was a little bit of friendly, rivalrous banter exchange after qualifying. So these guys, if they got a chance to, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go about banging a couple of doors towards the end of this race. We can just see in the back of the shop there, Brendan Ross actually looks like he's had a bit of a bad run over. No, actually the gaps are a bit misconstruing. But Luke Joyner has managed to catch the back of this group as well. I think through a good bit of tyre conservation, he has had, as I said earlier, a quiet race. So it means that his tyre life is probably pretty good compared to those around him. And he's probably still got some grip to use as where the others don't. Ottomo actually also come in at the back of this battle as well. He's currently a second behind Luke Joyner. Just going to look away for a second as I get my second computer back up and running, which is giving me the live timing. There we go. Alrighty, and actually we've got some more stuff going for the lead here again. It seems Foley has been caught again by Dwayne Davies, and they're back to battling too wide through the Gumtree section again, trying to make it past the lead. Matt Williams also bought into this as well, and it looks like he is in a position to push. Actually, no, he's going to try and go 3 wide here. You're not going to make it work. No, you, Matt. Good move, smart move, Matt, pulling out there. You're not going to make 3 wide work without a bit of contact. These guys, all mates, IRL, I believe Dwayne, from memory, does or did run with FCR at one point. But there is, regardless that there is no love lost between either of them at this point. It's a bit of a miracle actually that Dwayne still has all his bumpers. Just like in the through the cameras, we saw Glenn Miles getting a little loose. Actually, we've had Brownie DNF as well. If we can cycle back and pick him up, we might want to see what happened. We just caught the end of that actually. If we scrub back through the replay for a second, we might want to see what happened. This is out of turn 2. Oh, he's run it quite wide. That'll be it. He's come off the curb, run it wide, turn 2, straight into the tyre barrier, which is cleaning the front end off the car. Probably damaged, say, an engine, if not tyre. All 4 wheels are still on that car, but it's not looking too good. And Brownie has elected to bring that into the lane and DNF that car. So that is our first DNF, and I think hopefully our only DNF of this race. It will in about 15 seconds time promote Glenn Miles up to 13th position, but still last on the road. Cycling back up through towards the lead again, and it hasn't changed. Well, I say that the action has calmed down slightly, but this battle pack of the top 3 is still staying in formation. They've managed to make a gap of about 4 seconds on Nether in 4th, who is stuck with his own battle pack. That said, though, I think Nether has started to pull away as well. Brendan Foley just currently inside there of Dwayne Davies, but Dwayne Davies isn't going to give it to him easily. He's trying to go on the outside, quite wide there, straight through the camera as well. He's actually hasn't got the run, but he's getting a bit of a push. Actually, no, he's trying to get a pass done, Matt Williams, rather than trying to assist Dwayne Davies in a bit of bump drafting. Looks like he got caught up there on the turn 1 curb, though, so that will improve his run through the S's. He is trying to go down the inside now. No, he has to pull out. Thanks to that poor run he got off of the S's a couple of turns ago. Just seeing Termo now coming up on the back of Luke Joyner, and actually Brendan Ross as well, who had a run off there. Oh, he's actually pulled up. It looks like he's pulled up in front of him actually, Brendan Ross. A bit of an unsafe rejoin there potentially, but he's also got the lights on, so he's keen to try and get up back behind of Luke Joyner. We normally reserve headlights to be used only when you're lapping cars during a race, and then we get the lights off again, which is a smart move. Termo now currently trying to bite on the inside. It looks like he might actually have the inside run here, but he's looking around the outside for the last Gumtree section. He's going to try and do a cut back here, but it looks like he hasn't got a superior run out of the corner proper. So he is going to have to wait a couple more corners to get that pass done on Brendan Ross. Although he might get one now with Brendan Ross going very tardy run out of turn 10 there. Although it looks like he is too far back at this stage to effect the pass. Although he's going to want to do it soon, because I believe we are coming on to the last lap of this race, an 8-minute lap race around Winton Raceway. So Brendan Foley holding a lead of just under a second from Matt Williams, who has managed to get past Wayne Davies for third. Nether Relmy is the best of the rest in fourth, a couple of spots down off his. Unfortunately, he is out of the podium battle, but he's still had a very solid race to himself where he's sitting. Fifth, Mike Wilson, he's currently getting battled, not battled, he's currently pressured pretty hard. Luke Joyner, who's in turn getting pressure from Termo, who is probably in turn getting a bit of pressure from Brendan Ross. So this four-car battle potentially could still decide fifth place. We're going to cycle back up to the lead actually, just to catch who comes across the line. First, we have to couple up from the end, but Matt Williams did actually seem to get past Foley there, and he looks like he's going to try and hold it down the inside of turn 9. He has been escorted wide, yet definitely escorted wide, bit of contact there between the two team cars. And a lot of weaving there from Brendan Foley, trying to get a good line with someone else, trying to razzle his boss at FCR, running the number 6. Too wide now through the last couple of corners. This is to decide the lead. This is the checkered flag they're coming to now, and it looks like Matt Williams might just hold on. Yep, Brendan Foley doesn't have the run he needs, so Matt Williams will take the win of this race up 7 spots to win this race for FCR Motorsport in the number 6 ex-Ricky Slick machine. Condolences to Ricky Slick's family, of course, recently passed. Second is Brendan Foley. Great run in that race. Matt Williams, is up 7 spots, waiting for the timing to come back to us. But a great run there by Brendan Foley to come up to second. Wayne Davies quickly out of that race, but he managed to get up to third in that race. Nether Relmy finished in fourth ahead of Mike Coulson for Flat Spot Racing. Termo came home in sixth, just ahead by second in the end of Brendan Ross, who is probably trying to make some spots back up. I'm guessing he might want to try and settle a score with someone potentially. He might be trying to join the rest of the FCR Motorsport cars for some reverse doughies. Luke Joyner in 8th, currently parked out in the grass, but a good run from him to be sitting up in 8th. To finish up in 8th. Steve Bolger got up to 9th in the end there. Cracker in 10th. Gary Neville in 11th. Brendan Walsh in 12th. And Glenn Miles not far coming off the line there for 13th position and last on the road. But to finish first to last finish. He hasn't finished first, but he has first finish. So a great run by these guys. It looks like Lewis is not planning on joining me because his CPU has properly knackered itself. So with me running out of oxygen and not being the host commentator for this stream, this does at least prove that I can run full video streams on my channel. So I think what we're going to do is leave the action there for the stream itself. Thanks for coming. If you were watching this stream, thanks for coming. I will check out Automobilista Australia on YouTube for the rest of the TCR Oz coverage. That's normally where it's hosted. And once Lewis acquires a new CPU, the streams will be back on there every second Monday night. So the next race from memory is not the 28th of October, but it is the first Monday of November. I will just put the calendar just quickly to confirm that. Calendar has Yes, so round 5 we're at now, Winton Motor Raceway. Round 6, the next one, November 4th at Symonds Plains Raceway, which will be based on Brian Walsh's improvement in pace. It'll be a good race because that is Walshy's home track, being a Taswegian. And then the last round of the season, after that, we got round 7, November 18th is Sandown Raceway, and round out the season finale at the Adelaide Supercars street circuit layout on December 2nd. But I'm going to jump off now. Thank you for tuning in, and I will hopefully see you guys soon.